In a remote sector of space, the small human warship, US Resolute, finds itself encircled by the massive Zalorian armada. The Resolute, dwarfed by the enemy's ships, seems insignificant against the backdrop of the imposing Zalorian fleet. These ships, gleaming with advanced technology and bristling with weaponry, symbolize the might and technological superiority of the Zalorian Empire. Admiral XYR, the Zalorian commander, broadcasts a message across all channels. Human warship, your size and feeble appearance are laughable. Surrender now, and perhaps we will grant you mercy. His voice drips with disdain and arrogance, confident in the impending victory over the tiny vessel. Captain Elena Drake of the US Resolute listens to the taunts with a composed expression. She responds with calculated silence, her fingers dancing over the controls to initiate a series of tactical maneuvers. Inside her mind, she reassures herself of the advanced AI and technology that her ship possesses. Despite the overwhelming odds, she knows they have a chance. The crew, inspired by Captain Drake's calm demeanor, prepares for battle with a mixture of apprehension and determination. They have faith in their leader and their ship's capabilities. The anticipation is palpable as they brace for the imminent conflict. Captain Drake issues a series of commands to activate the Resolute's AI-enhanced defenses. The ship's advanced systems hum to life, with displays flickering and weapons systems coming online. The crew reflects on their past victories under Drake's command, drawing confidence from their leader's strategic prowess. There are subtle hints of the tactical moves Drake is preparing, though the full extent of her plan remains known only to her. As the Zalorian ships position themselves for an attack, the tension aboard the Resolute reaches its peak. The crew's eyes dart between their monitors and the view outside, where the massive enemy fleet looms ominously. They are acutely aware of the stakes, knowing that their survival hinges on outmaneuvering and outthinking their technologically superior foe. The anticipation is almost unbearable as they await the first signs of battle. Captain Drake commands the AI to deploy advanced drone fighters, initiating evasive maneuvers. The drones, sleek and swift, launch from the Resolute, taking the Zalorians by surprise. These small, agile fighters weave through the enemy formation with remarkable precision, targeting critical systems with pinpoint accuracy. The Zalorian ships reel from the unexpected assault. They are used to facing opponents who rely on brute force, not such calculated precision. The first wave of attacks dismantles several Zalorian ships, their hulks drifting aimlessly in the void. Captain Drake continues to exploit the strengths of the Resolute and its drones. Utilizing their small size and agility, they avoid direct confrontations, instead focusing on hit-and-run tactics that keep the Zalorians off balance. The larger, slower Zalorian vessels struggle to adapt to these unorthodox methods, further demonstrating the human advantage in this skirmish. Admiral XYR's frustration grows as more of his ships fall to the relentless assault. He orders a full-scale assault, determined to crush the human vessel and reclaim his fleet's honor. However, Captain Drake has anticipated this move. She has set a trap using cloak satellites and remote-controlled decoys to create a false image of the Resolute's position. The Zalorian fleet converges on the decoys, believing they have cornered their prey. At the critical moment, the Rio Resolute strikes from an unexpected angle, causing significant damage to the Zalorian ships. The fleet becomes increasingly disorganized, their initial confidence eroding in the face of human ingenuity. The Zalorians struggle to regroup as Captain Drake's tactics continue to evolve. She uses the AI's analysis of enemy movements to stay one step ahead, ensuring that every move she makes keeps the Zalorians guessing. The crew of the Resolute remains focused and disciplined, executing Drake's commands with precision. The tide of the battle begins to turn as the Zalorian ships falter. Their once imposing presence now seems vulnerable and disjointed. Admiral XYR, desperate to regain control, decides to deploy the Zalorian flagship, a massive dreadnought bristling with weaponry. He believes that its sheer firepower will crush the Resolute once and for all. As the Zalorian flagship looms into view, Admiral XYR's confidence swells. The dreadnought's size and armament seem overwhelming compared to the diminutive Resolute. He broadcasts another message, gloating over what he perceives as his imminent victory. Unbeknownst to XYR, the Resolute's AI has been tirelessly analyzing the Zalorian tactics and identifying weaknesses throughout the battle. Captain Drake has been waiting for this moment. She uses the collected data to launch a coordinated attack, exploiting the Dreadnought's vulnerabilities. The Resolute's advanced technology comes into play. EMP pulses and nanite disruptors are deployed with surgical precision, targeting the Dreadnought's critical systems. The flagship's mighty weaponry begins to fail, its systems crippled by the relentless human assault. The Dreadnought starts to break apart, much to XYR's disbelief. He watches in horror as the ship he believed would secure his victory is systematically dismantled. In a final, desperate move, XYR orders the Dreadnought to ram the Resolute, hoping to take the humans down with him. Captain Drake's quick thinking and superior maneuverability prevent the collision. The Resolute dodges the lumbering Dreadnought, which crashes into a nearby asteroid field, sealing its fate. The Zalorian fleet, witnessing the destruction of their flagship, begins to retreat in disarray. With the Zalorian fleet retreating, the crew of the Resolute allows themselves a moment of celebration. Their ship is heavily damaged, but they have emerged victorious. Captain Drake, though exhausted, takes a moment to reflect on their achievement. She prepares a message to broadcast across the sector, intending to send a clear signal to all alien races. Human warships may be small, but never underestimate the power of human ingenuity and determination. Her words echo through space, serving as both a warning and a testament to humanity's resilience. The crew of the Resolute, though battered, feels a renewed sense of pride and purpose. They have proven that size and apparent weakness are no match for strategic brilliance and technological innovation. As they begin repairs on their ship, they know that this victory will be remembered as a turning point in the ongoing struggle against the Zalorian Empire. Admiral XYR's frustration mounts as he watches ship after ship fall to the humans' relentless assault. His internal monologue is a storm of disbelief and anger. How can these tiny vessels outmaneuver us? It's impossible. They must be using some sort of trickery. Desperate to regain control, XYR orders a full-scale assault, determined to crush the human vessel and restore his fleet's honor. Captain Drake, however, has anticipated this move. She has strategically deployed cloak satellites and decoys, creating a false image of the Resolute. As the Zalorian fleet converges on what they believe to be the Resolute's position, they are drawn into a carefully laid trap. The decoys and satellites work flawlessly, misleading the Zalorian sensors and command. In a sudden and unexpected strike, the real Resolute emerges from an unanticipated angle, launching a devastating attack. The precision of the assault causes significant damage to the Zalorian ships, catching them completely off guard. The impact of the surprise attack is immediate and profound. The detailed execution of the trap is a testament to human ingenuity. The cloak satellites and remote-controlled decoys perfectly mimic the Resolute, fooling the Zalorian fleet into thinking they have cornered their prey. As the Zalorian ships close in, the Resolute strikes with pinpoint accuracy, targeting their critical systems and causing massive disruptions. The moment the Zalorians realize they've been fooled, chaos ensues. Their carefully coordinated attack falls apart, and confusion spreads through the ranks. The damage inflicted on the Zalorian fleet is immense. Visuals show ships being torn apart by the Resolute's precise attacks, with explosions and system failures cascading through their formation. Admiral XYR, watching from his command ship, can hardly believe the extent of the destruction. His initial confidence crumbles as he witnesses the heavy losses inflicted by the seemingly insignificant human vessel. The battle dynamics shift dramatically. The Zalorian fleet, once an organized and formidable force, becomes disorganized and disoriented. The momentum swings in favor of the humans as the Zalorians struggle to regroup and respond to the unexpected tactics. The precision and effectiveness of Captain Drake's strategy become increasingly evident, as the Zalorian fleet finds itself outmatched and outmaneuvered at every turn. The massive Zalorian dreadnought emerges from the darkness, dwarfing the UES Resolute. Its sheer size and bristling weaponry seem to ensure an inevitable victory for the Zalorian Empire. Admiral XYR's confidence swells as he watches the dreadnought take its place. Now, the humans will see true power. he gloats, broadcasting his message with renewed arrogance. Meanwhile, the Resolute's AI has been meticulously analyzing Zalorian tactics and pinpointing weaknesses. The data streams continuously into Captain Drake's console. She prepares a coordinated counterattack, knowing that precise timing and execution are crucial. The AI identifies vulnerabilities in the Dreadnought's design, and Drake formulates a plan to exploit these flaws. The Resolute moves into position, and the first strikes land on the Dreadnought, targeting its critical systems. EMP pulses disrupt its power grids, while nanite disruptors infiltrate and disable its key components. The Zalorian flagship begins to falter, its once imposing systems flickering and failing. Advanced human technology continues to prove its worth. The EMP pulses and nanite disruptors wreak havoc on the Dreadnought's infrastructure. Sparks fly, and critical systems shut down one by one. Visuals of the failing Dreadnought paint a picture of chaos and disintegration, as the ship struggles to maintain its operational capacity. As the Dreadnought starts to break apart, critical systems targeted by the Resolute's precise attacks fail catastrophically. Explosions ripple through the massive vessel, and Admiral HFY watches in horror. His initial confidence is replaced by a growing realization of his impending defeat. The pride and arrogance that fueled him now turn into a bitter acknowledgement of his miscalculation. In a final, desperate bid to salvage something from the disaster, HFY orders the Dreadnought to ram the Resolute. "We will not go down without taking them with us," he screams. Captain Drake, ever vigilant and quick-thinking, maneuvers the Resolute skillfully, evading the lumbering Dreadnought. The massive ship crashes into the void, its bulk spiraling into ruin as the Resolute escapes unscathed. The U.S. Resolute darts and weaves through the battlefield, its maneuvering sharp and precise. Despite the massive size disparity, the Resolute's agility allows it to evade the Zalorian Dreadnought's heavy fire. Each evasive maneuver is executed with split-second timing, showcasing the ship's advanced propulsion systems and the crew's exceptional coordination. As the Dreadnought's massive guns fire, the Resolute slips through the gaps, positioning itself for optimal strikes. The smaller human vessel flits around the Dreadnought like a hummingbird around a lumbering beast. The contrast between the Resolute's nimbleness and the Dreadnought's sluggishness becomes ever more apparent as the battle progresses. Key moments of the battle highlight the Resolute's precision. Critical hits target the Dreadnought's weapon systems, propulsion, and power cores. Each strike is calculated, aimed at crippling the behemoth piece by piece. Explosions ripple through the Zalorian flagship as the Resolute's attacks find their marks, causing cascading failures throughout the ship. Admiral HFY watches in disbelief as his flagship breaks apart. The once invincible Dreadnought, symbol of the Zalorian Empire's might, is now a disintegrating hulk. His arrogance and underestimation of the human ship have led to this catastrophic defeat. The realization of his failure hits him with crushing weight, his final regret palpable as his command falls to ruin. The Zalorian fleet, witnessing the destruction of their flagship, begins a hasty retreat. The once dominant armada now scatters in disarray, leaving the battlefield to the victorious humans. The Resolute, though heavily damaged, stands as a testament to human resilience and tactical brilliance. The crew, exhausted but triumphant, breathes a collective sigh of relief. Captain Drake surveys the scene, acknowledging the damage sustained by her ship. Despite the toll, her strategic decisions and the crew's execution have led to a decisive victory. She prepares to broadcast a message across the sector, her voice firm and resolute. "Human warships may be small, but never underestimate the power of human ingenuity and determination." Her words resonate through the cosmos, serving as a stark warning to other alien races. The message underscores humanity's capability to adapt, innovate, and triumph even against seemingly insurmountable odds. It is a declaration of their strength, and an invitation for others to reconsider their perceptions of human weakness. The story's themes become clear: the triumph of the underdog, the folly of arrogance, and the importance of innovation and adaptability. Admiral HFY's downfall highlights the dangers of underestimating one's opponent, while the Resolute's victory showcases the power of strategic thinking and advanced technology. Reflecting on the battle, the importance of strategy and innovation shines through. The human spirit, undeterred by adversity, proves its mettle in the face of overwhelming odds. The Resolute's success is a testament to the indomitable will and resourcefulness that define humanity. As the interstellar conflict draws to a close, the story leaves a lasting impression of human resilience. The thrilling tale of tactical warfare and unexpected victory serves as a powerful reminder of the potential that lies within even the smallest and seemingly weakest of forces.